this video, I'm going to show you a simple exploration to improve comfort of the neck and head, and also to improve comfort of the eyes, help to relax the eyes and differentiate out the movements of the head, neck and the eyes. This can sometimes make people feel a little bit queasy, so if you're doing this, just be mindful that it may make you feel a little bit disoriented, and if you have that happens, you can just stop at any point and only do the bits that you're comfortable with. So working position for this exploration is lying on your back like so, knees bent, feet flat. And you can let your arms rest loosely by your side. So before we get into the movements, we just want to test the range of motion of the neck. So you can do that by just gently rolling your head to the right and then to the left, just a couple of times, just to notice if there is a restriction one side over the other, and just generally how free it feels. So do that a couple of times, and if there is a difference left and right, just make a mental note of that, and we'll retest it again at the end and come back to center. So we're going to start by just moving the eyes. So keep your nose pointed at the ceiling, so your head isn't going to move, and you're just going to look as far as you can to the left, and then slowly let your eyes come back to center. And it can be quite hard to let the eyes move slowly, so just do your best with this. And we try that again, looking out the corner of our eyes to the left, and then very slowly back to center. And if you find it easier to do this with your eyelids closed, that's absolutely fine. You can do that. I'm going to leave my eyes open just for the sake that you can see what I'm doing. And one more time, looking all the way to the left. Notice what it feels like to pull the eyes to the left. You can feel there's some tension involved in the eye muscles, and then just slowly letting the eyes float back to center. And when you're ready, we're going to repeat that looking to the right. So now I'm going to turn just my eyes to the right. Again, you'll feel the muscular effort in your eyes, in your eye sockets of turning the eyes to the right. And you'll probably notice there's sort of a desire to want to let the head turn that way as well. But resist that, and then slowly let your eyes come back to center. And we'll do that 2 more times, looking out the corner of the eyes to the right. You may find that it's a little more difficult or easier to look one direction over the other. Slowly back to center. And one more time, looking all the way to the right, just moving the eyes and slowly coming back. We rarely actually use our eyes in this way in the modern world because we tend to have the things we're focusing on directly in front of us. So it's nice to get the eyes to move a little bit laterally. So we were moving the eyes in isolation. Now we're going to look to the left, but we're going to bring the head with us. So we're going to lead with the eyes, looking to the left, and when your eyes are left, turn your head to the left now, and almost like you're trying to look down at the floor to the left side of your head. And then slowly relax all efforts so your head comes back to center and your eyes come back to center. The head tends to want to follow the eyes. So let's repeat that. Eyes left, head left, and look towards the floor to the left side of your head. And then very slowly let everything relax and back to the start position. So now we're not only using the muscles of the eyes, but we're also using the muscles that turn the head. Last time, look to the left, turn the head, feel how that fits together, makes a lot of sense. And then very, very slowly, just relax back to the start position. And of course, we want to do that on the other side as well. So take your time. Look to the right with the eyes, then allow the head to turn to follow your gaze to the right-hand side, slowly relaxing all efforts and feeling your head and your eyes come back to center. And we're going to do this 2 more times as well. Eyes to the right, head follows. Continue looking right with the eyes as the head turns. Again, feel how this fits together logically, and then slowly and carefully back to center. So the more we look with our eyes to the right, the easier it is for the head to turn to the right. Okay, last time, eyes right, head right. And look as far as you can to the right as possible, so you'll be looking at the floor to the right side of your head. And then very, very slowly come back to center. So we've done that on both sides. Let's briefly reassess the range of motion in the neck. So take your time, just let your eyes be nice and soft. Just roll your head a little to the left and a little to the right like you were doing earlier. And notice if that doesn't actually feel a little bit softer and like your head can go a little bit further. Okay, and back to center. Now we can continue with this thread. We're going to differentiate now the actions of the eyes from the actions of the head a little further. And we're going to do that in the following way. You're going to look to the left with just your eyes, and you're going to keep your eyes focused on the left, like you're tracking something to the left. And now you're going to roll your head to the right. And you'll probably notice this is a little more difficult than it sounds. Eyes look left, head turns right. And then slowly relax all efforts so you can let your eyes close as you roll back to center. So this is a little bit counter to what's intuitive. Let's try that again. Looking out the left corner of our eyes and then turning our head to the right as we continue looking out to the left. And then slowly and carefully just relaxing all efforts. Again, you can let your eyes be closed as you come back to center. It's probably a little easier to do these with your eyes closed. Again, I'm keeping my eyes open for your benefit. All right, we'll do that one more time. Eyes look left, keep looking left, turn the head as far as you can comfortably to the right. Feel how there's a conflict within yourself. The eyes would really want to go to the right, but we're going to keep looking out that left-hand side of our corner of our eyes as our head is to the right, and then slowly and carefully just relax efforts back to center. Okay, now just pause for a moment to let your eyes be at rest. Obviously, we want to do that on the other side as well, so we can look equally to the left and to the right. So we're going to gaze to the right. We're going to keep gazing to the right as we turn our head to the left. And again, it feels quite a bit more challenging than you might expect. Slowly relaxing back to the start position. So there's always that compulsion for the head to follow the direction of the eyes, but we're going against that now. Eyes look right, head turns left. And I'm finding this substantially more difficult on this side, I might add. You might be finding similar or not. Slowly relaxing back to rest. So I guess I'm used to actually holding my eyes a little bit turned to the left. So one more time, looking all the way right with the eyes, turning the head all the way left, or as far as you can comfortably. You're going to be looking at the bridge of your nose with one eye and out the corner of your eye as well. And then slowly easing off back to rest. Okay. Let your eyes be closed for a second and just rest for a moment. And just notice how that feels in your neck and into your eyes. It makes the eyeballs, you suddenly become very aware of your eyeballs and the muscles around your eyes. Okay, so let's continue. We've been looking one way with the eyes and turning the head in the opposite direction. Now, there's more we can do here. We're going to look to the left. You're going to keep looking to the left and you're going to turn your head to the left. So now we're going all the way left, eyes left, head left. We're going to keep eyes left as we go right. So we're just expanding on what we did a moment ago. Going both directions with the head while the eyes stay to the left. Now take your time and just do it once or twice. Because we're using our eyes and turning our head, this is going to have a fairly potent effect on the vestibular system. Come back to rest, which is the vestibular system organizes your balance. So If this makes you feel a little bit queasy, that's fine. You can stop at any point and just do the pieces that you're comfortable with. Okay, let's try that going the other way. So we're going to go eyes to the right, turn the head to the right, keep looking right as you turn the head back to the left. And I must say, I find that quite challenging. So I need to do more of this. Eyes right, head right, eyes right, staying right, head left. And I'm going to do that one more time because I feel like I need to. And then come back to the center. Okay, let's take a little rest there. Let the legs be straight. You can let your eyes be closed. And again, just notice how that feels in the eyeballs, in the eye sockets, and into your neck and your upper back. Again, you can gently roll your head left and right a little bit. See if it doesn't feel like your head and neck is moving a bit more freely. Okay, so let's do one final little piece of this. Bring the legs to bent again. And this time, pick a spot on the ceiling for your eyes. You're going to keep your focus on that spot on the ceiling. And as you keep gazing at the ceiling, you're going to roll your head left and right. So now your eyes are fixed on a point on the ceiling, and your head and your neck are moving. And just take your time, go back and forth, and see if you can gradually increase how much you turn the head while still tracking the spot on the ceiling. And it actually would really help if there was an actual spot on the ceiling. It would make it a bit easier. So if you've got a light fitting or something that you can gaze at, just go back and forth in this manner and feel how now your eyeballs are kind of floating in your eye sockets and you're moving your head about your eyes. It's quite interesting exploration. Go back and forth, maybe once or twice more. And then allow your head to come back to center. And again, just close your eyes and take a break. So let's just do one final check of the range of motion of the head and neck. Close your eyes, roll your head right, roll your head left, not doing anything with the eyes in particular. And just notice how that feels. I must say, I feel like I've got quite a bit more range there. It certainly feels easier to turn my head than it was originally. And I definitely have more awareness of my eyes, particularly my right eye. Again, you may feel something similar or something different. That's okay. When you're happy with the assessment of the movement of the head and neck, you can let your legs be straight and just rest completely. And notice how that feels generally in the head and neck. Do you have a better sense of your eyes? Were you able to feel the muscles that move the eyes left and right, and also the muscles of the neck as you went through that exploration? So that's a nice simple exploration to differentiate the actions of the eyes from the actions of the head and neck. Useful if you have to work at a desk for long hours. Give it a try. Let me know how you get on. And if you like these longer sequences, check out my on-demand classes. You can find a link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.